Welcome to Quality Branding Hub. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. We're going to discuss about a very important topics about a flooring method. There is a different method of flooring. I have already discussed about the VDF flooring and IPS flooring also. But what is the difference and where it can be used? So in today's video, I will discuss about the comparison in between VDF flooring and IPS flooring. Both the flooring are important and it is an essential part, but it has a different use and different area of use and different properties. But these two IPS flooring and the VDF flooring are widely used in the construction. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new on my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is a comparison in between IPS flooring and the VDF flooring. See, as I discussed, that IPS flooring is the Indian patent stone flooring and VDF is the vacuum dewatering flooring. That there are two different methods to use the making the concrete floor. Both are the concrete floor, but we are constructing in two different way or two different method. So what is IPS flooring and what is VDF flooring? I have made a separate video. Link is there or in the description. Please check. You will get the full information about IPS flooring and the VDF flooring. Now come to the point that what is a comparison, why these two different. So first aspect is the definition. So what is the definition of IPS flooring? A type of cement concrete flooring that provides a smooth durable surface. And what is a VDF flooring? A specialized concrete flooring systems where excess water is removed using vacuum dewatering pump to improve strength and durability. So from the definition itself, we can say that the IPS flooring is the normal concrete flooring. It gives a smooth and durable surface. But the VDF flooring is the specialist type of flooring or the specialized flooring. We are doing the vacuum dewatering. So specialized instrument areas, vacuum dewatering pump, skid vibrator. So to remove the excess water from the concrete and make it smooth and durable. So these are the main difference in the definition part. And what is the IS code we are using? IS code is for 25711970 for the both also IPS and the VDF we can use. And for VDF flooring, as it is a concrete, we can use IS 9013 for admixture, IS 456 for 2000 for the planar cement concrete, and IS 10262 for the concrete itself. So VDF is a concrete flooring, so we can use that one. For the IPS flooring or the concrete flooring, IS 2571, but that also used for the VDF. So these are the code for the IPS and the VDF. The next is the material used. The simple material: cement, sand, aggregate, and water. And for the VDF, cement, sand, aggregate, water, vacuum dewatering equipment, that is the equipment part, and admixture if it is required, we can use. Now, what is the process? What is the process difference? The process difference is, for the IPS, concrete is laid and finished with a trowel followed by curing. So it's a so simple method. We need to pour the concrete and we need to finish with the trowel and then curing. But what is the process for the VDF? It's a concrete is poured, vibrated by, also this is a screed board vibrator, that is a different special type of vibrator, and then applying the floor mat or the dewatering mat or the vacuum mat, and with the help of the vacuum dewatering pump, we remove excess water, then we make the trowel or the floater finish. So these are the complex method for the vacuum dewatering. For the IPS, it's a simple method with the trowel finish and the curing. So what is the strength we can get for this IPS? We can get moderate 20 to 25 MPa or even less. But VDF is high strength, so 30 to 40 MPa due to control water cement ratio and area of use. And what is the durability concern? Because the durability is the main component of these two types of flooring, because we are not constructing flooring for 1 day, 2 day, or 1 year, 2 year. We need to think about the long term. That is why the durability concern is coming. So the durability part for the IPS is suitable for light and the medium loads prone to cracking over time. So this is not for the heavy load. So whenever there is a heavy load, we cannot use the IPS flooring because it can be prone to crack. But if the high difficulty or the high traffic, the VDF flooring is highly durable, resist wear and tear, and can withstand heavy load. So the first criteria, the load or the what will be the strength required. So if it is a heavy load in the surface or in the floor, then we can go for the VDF flooring. That is the industrial area we can use for the VDF. But for the residential purpose, it is a moderate length, moderate traffic, so moderate load, then we can go for the IPS. Then the surface finish that we will discuss can be smooth or rough depending on the finishing. So IPS also we can make different. See, these are glaze different, stain different, so different types that I already discussed in this video. Check that one. But for the durability for the VDF, that also is very smooth and dense surface, better abrasion resistance. So if there is a heavy traffic, so what will happen when the traffic movement is there, the abrasion of the concrete can happen. To remove that one or the resist that one, we need the dense and durable concrete. That is why for the area where the more traffic is required, VDF is essential, and for the low traffic at the residential purpose, we can go for the IPS. Now another criteria is shrinkage and crack. What is shrinkage? Shrinkage is the volume shrink over the time when the concrete is set, that called the shrink or the shrinkage. This shrinkage is very much problematic for the concrete. There are different types of shrinkage. There's a plastic shrinkage, drying shrinkage, autogenous shrinkage, carbonation shrinkage. That what are the different types of shrinkage? I have made a detailed video for that shrinkage. You can check, and in the description you will get full information. But for that, if there is a shrinkage, then there will be a crack. So this crack is not good for the concrete. Why? If there is a crack on the surface, what will happen? This will be the weak path to penetrate water, carbon dioxide, and other harmful chemicals like sulfate ion, chloride ion, and everything. So if these are all coming inside the concrete, they will start reacting with the concrete and concrete will deteriorate. So that is why the shrinkage and cracks to be minimized if we are thinking about the durable or the long-term concrete. For the IPS, higher shrinkage due to uncontrolled water content leading to cracks. So for the IPS, yes, it's a challenge to mitigate the shrinkage cracks. But for the VDF, this is a lower shrinkage and cracking due to vacuum dewatering. So the water cement ratio is a very controlled way and in controlled position. That is why the shrinkage and crack is minimal. So that is why it is very much durable and can be used long time, and that is why it is a number one choice for the industrial purpose where the heavy traffic is there. Then water absorption. See, water absorption is the criteria. If the concrete absorb the more water, what will happen? This water will be a problem for the concrete, because without the water, neither the sulfate ion, chloride ion, carbon dioxide can react with the concrete. In the presence of the water, these are all reactive and they make the concrete deteriorate. So that is why the water absorption or the water absorption capacity has to be very minimum. See, for the IPS, it's a high absorption, making it prone to dusting and water penetration. So that is why its maintenance is required. For on the other hand, the VDF is low absorption, reducing the dusting and making it more resistant to moisture. So that is why it is the number one choice for the area where the moisture can be play a critical role. Then application area already discussed. This is a residential floor, warehouse, and general flooring purpose. We can use the IPS, but for the VDF, there is an industrial floor, parking lots, warehouse, high load areas. So this way we can manage the VDF and the IPS. Both are important. Both has their own merits and demerits, and both has their own area of use. Neither the IPS is bad or the VDF is bad, or the IPS is good or VDF is not good. It's not like that. Both has their merits and demerits, and both has their area of use. Now, if in the residential area where the load is very less, but you want to use the VDF flooring, so what will happen? The cost will be more, because we need to make our project economical. So on that basis, we cannot use in the area where the low traffic. In the low traffic area, IPS is good because it will withstand. So our cost will be reduced because the cost of the VDS is more than the cost of the IPS. So you need to think on that aspect also whenever you are selecting flooring for your projects, either IPS or the VDF. Now, what is the curing time? Requires longer curing time due to retained water. See, IPS, we are not withdrawing the water by vacuum dewatered, so the curing period is required more. But on the other hand, for the VDF, requires less curing time as excess water is removed. More economical, lower initial cost, but higher initial cost but more durable, reducing long-term maintenance cost. So that is why I already discussed that depending upon the requirement of the projects, depending upon the area of use, we need to choose whether the IPS or the VDF, because IPS has the lower cost than the VDF flooring. So according to your requirement and according to your budget, you need to choose what type of cement flooring you need to use for your projects. And the thickness usually 40 to 75 mm for IPS, but for the VDF it is usually 100 to 150 mm for heavy duty applications. And the skid resistance is moderate for IPS and can be improved with surface treatment, but is a higher skid resistance. That is why it is used in the parking lot, and better surface finish. And the maintenance and requires periodic maintenance for the IPS, for the low maintenance due to better wear resistance, wear and tear resistance for the VDF. So these are all about the comparison in between IPS and the VDS flooring. So what we covered: the definition, IS code, material used, process, strength, durability, surface finish, shrinkage and cracks, water absorptions, applications areas, curing time, cost, thickness, skid resistance, and the maintenance. And I hope you find it useful, and if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any video, you'll get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments, so that from your valuable comment everybody will be benefited. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.